Hello, welcome back. This is Wency from Wency's Toys channel, and in this video, I will be reviewing the Lego set 80057, Nezha's Ring of Fire Mech from the Lego Monkey Kid series of 2024, Season 5. So let's get right to it. Oh, and before I forget, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and please consider subscribing, as a lot of my viewers have not yet subscribed to my channel, and it would help me a lot in bringing you more content like this in the future. Thank you very much. Okay, so first up, let's take a look at the minifigures. So of course, this won't be a Monkey Kid set if the Monkey Kid wasn't in it. So of course, you will have here the Monkey Kid with a new sort of like, I would say, power-up suit or a flight suit for him. Very different from his other flight suit for his combi mech, that has a lot of nice arm printing here. But this is a much more simpler jumpsuit for him. And I would say it's appropriate since this is not his mech, it's Nezha's mech. But he also gets a helmet here, which pretty much also looks like May's helmet from her other mechs. And yeah, it's very, very nice that he has this kind of helmet as well. So very nice printing for a flight suit. It's pretty much like any flight suit that you would see in like Macros or other mech anime like Gundam. So pretty appropriate. I like that he has a red sleeve here. And of course, he still has his power staff and very nice back printing. And of course, he has a secondary face, which is his monkey, power-up monkey face. Okay, and next is May, which I like that a lot of this Summer Wave series for Monkey Kid has May as part of the minifigure set, because May is one of my favorite characters. She has this sass, right? So of course this is her like Saiyan facial expression here with an eyepiece here, and this is of course her flight suit, which is again almost the same as the Monkey Kids, but all the more like greenish hue here. So because green is her color, so it is very different from her mech armor suit here that has the dragon printing and her very nice visor for helmet, and also this one from the previous May incarnations. So this one has, I don't know why she has skates, so probably these are boots. And of course she has her green sword and green sleeves here, pretty nice. And of course the same sort of like back printing here for May here for the back printing. And of course, she has a secondary smiley face here. Okay, next is the Monkey King. So this is Nezha's Ring of Fire mech, but we have the Monkey King here in a full regal armor printing, which I like very much because he is considered one of the gods by this point. So he has this regal armor printing, very nice torso print. I like that he has also a leg printing here. Too bad that, of course, this is just plain yellow sleeves here, but it's still very much appreciated. And he has this dragon pauldrons here. And of course, he has a tassel cape here and very nice back printing. And of course, he also has a secondary facial expression here. Next is the main character for this set. This is Nezha's minifigure. So he has this rings here as his main weaponry because his other incarnation from the other sets, like here, he has, of course, those rings of fire at his feet because that is how he is depicted in Chinese mythology. But here he has a different kind of printing. It's a more regal, more mech flight suit type of printing. So again, very nice Um, leg printing here, almost the same as the one for the Monkey King. And of course, very nice torso print here. I like it very much. Of course, he has this like buns here at the top of his hairpiece. And of course, again, with a dragon pauldron and some split type cape. And of course, very nice again, torso, back printing. And of course, he has also a secondary facial expression, his angry expression. And now on to the villains. So this set has both villains in it, which is very nice. So if you're just collecting all the heroes and all the villains with the minimal number of sets, then just get the Celestial Pagoda and this set, Nezha's Ring of Fire Mech, because it has, first of all, the 100-eye demon here. So very nice detailed printing here of his eyes and very nice dual molded leg here and nice printing here. So it's very, very nice. And of course, he has this Chinese hat here. And at the back, very nice again, 100 eyes. So there's a lot more eyes here at the back. Even his back has eyes. And he has a secondary facial expression here. So the last minifigure here is the 9-headed demon minifigure. So again, like I said, in this wave, we have two main villains, the 100-eye demon and now the 9-headed demon. So he is also in the 9-headed demon set, which is more of his like demon form. So this is his humanoid form. So the 100-eye demon comes with the Monkey Kid team's power truck. But here you can get both villain minifigures in this set. So he has this 9-headed hairpiece, so it's like Medusa here. He is the Chinese counterpart of Medusa, I believe. So very nice torso print, very detailed, scaly because he is a serpent. So the 9-headed demon is more serpentine. Very nice leg printing here. And of course, he has a nice tattered cape and he has a nice secondary or back printing here for the back torso. And he has different colored sleeve here, which is pretty nice. And I like the touch there. And of course, he has also a secondary scary facial expression here. Okay, so now on to the main build. But first up, let's take a look at the size comparison of this set 80057 Nezha's Ring of Fire Mech. So in the middle is Nezha's Ring of Fire Mech. On the left is Monkey King's Ultra Mech or Monkey Kid's Ultra Mech from 2023. And earlier this year is May's Guardian Mech. So as you can see, May's Guardian Mech is on the smaller side, but it is still so damn sexy. And I think this is how mechs should be. But I will be reviewing also Cole's Dragon Mech, so let's wait for that. But for the Monkey Kid series, I think May's Guardian Mech is one of the best, or actually the best built mech that I have seen from the series. And then Nezha's Ring of Fire Mech is somewhere in the middle. The Ultra Mech is still the largest, but as you can see here, Nezha's Ring of Fire Mech, I have him a little bit sitting. So let's see if we bring it up a bit. So I have him sitting because he is on skates. Right? He has the ring of fire or the fire wheel. So if we straighten him up, like how a normal mech would be standing, so let's see if I can position him in a nice way. So let's see. Nope, still one more click here. So with his legs straight and As you can see here, it's easy to get some of the pieces out. But if he is standing like this, he is still shorter than the Ultra Mech here, but he is a little bit more comparable. But there is a fundamental problem with him standing up, and I will look into it into more detail in a few bits. So stay tuned. So, okay, so let's take a look at the mech in more detail. So, just like the Ultra Mech and earlier of this year's Maze Guardian Mech, this also has a flyer that you can attach to the mech. So this one is at the back, and actually you can not just put the flyer on the back, but you can remove the propellers, I would say, and put it inside the sides of the mech here, like so. Which, I don't know about the aesthetic of this, if that's better. I guess if this would be swiveling, that would be better, so that it can hover and then go back and forth if you were going to play with it. But that's how that one connects. And let's look at the flyer in a little bit more detail. So this is the first bag that you would build, the flyer here, and you have 4 propellers here. So it is a very cool flyer, I would say. It's a very nicely built flyer, right? It looks like a drone that you would buy and fly with, right? It has 4 propellers to lift it up and down, and a booster that would signify or make pretend that it's flying, right? And it can house one of the minifigures. And of course, this is piloted by the Monkie Kid because of his symbol here, which means sky, the Chinese symbol here. So that's very cool. And the flyer in itself is a pretty good build. Okay? But without the flyer, looking at the back of the mech, it is very, very crude. I don't know why they didn't cover a lot of this up more, a lot better, like smoothen things out. But without the flyer, this looks so bare and this looks so bad. But first, let's take a look at the articulation of the mech. So for the feet, you can just go side to side. It really can't do anything else. So because it is like skates, but it actually moves. The wheels move when you move it, when it's on the ground, as you can see here. So that is a pretty cool effect. But yeah, the legs can splay a little bit, move up and down, right? Not sure about the posability. Here, the knee pads are not, I don't know if it's my set or if it's really like this for this mech, that it is so loose, right? The knee pads here are so loose. And even though that the knees can bend, right? I would have wished that the knee pad would have slid better here. And it's not like you can actually make it pose like that and make it stand, right? This is Nezha's fire mech. So most of the time, like Nezha, the mech would be probably more like a skater pose. So almost like sitting, and then the torso is a little bit forward. So almost like sitting, right? And maybe like that. That's a better pose for it. So I don't know if it's really like that. So the arms here, pretty nice. You can still move it up and down, forward, backward. Of course, the elbows here move better as well, just like arms, but the hands here can only go side to side because it's just on a swivel, right? It can't really move like a wrist would. So I like the staff here. The staff is pretty cool, actually. It is the last build that you would actually do for this mech. So it is pretty cool. I like the staff. Actually, the overall aesthetic of the mech is pretty good, right? The head is a pretty much like a Gundam head. So it's on a ball joint, so it has very good articulation. There are a lot of stud shooters here on the hands and on the chest in itself. And then the way that you would put Nezha here is you would probably bring this down a bit, and then it also moves like that, and you can put Nezha there. But yeah, and I don't like this foil fire here that in itself probably, and there are a lot of stickers here. It's like if you put this foil here, the sticker here in the front, in the leg, doesn't show. So I don't know why they even put a sticker there. It's not like you'd remove this fire here. And it's supposed to be like if you watch anime and you see Dragon Ball, right? When Goku or any of the Saiyajins power up, they emit this powerful aura. So I don't know if that if that is what this foil signifies. If that's the power up, maybe it would have been better if the fire would be around the mech instead of flowing like this. Because I don't know what this is for. It's like it's an afterthought for me. The shaping of the mech is actually nice, right? Even with the stickers here for the detailing, with Nezha's pauldrons here, it is very nice until you look at the back where it's half finished. It's like it's not a complete mech. That is the biggest disappointment that I have with this mech. When I heard that there's going to be a Nezha's fire mech, I actually wanted this, and I actually bought this on day one, but it is half, I feel like it's half baked. And even here in the feet here, so you can see there is a cheese slice here, orange, but there's no cheese slice at the back, right? It's like they removed pieces from the set. I'm like, they shouldn't have done that. It would have been nice if it was really made like that, like more symmetrical. And it would have been nice if this was posable, like even the feet, if the wheel here would have been able to move up and down so that it doesn't slide when you move it, right? Because like here, the only way for these knee pads to stay is if it's posing like this. So it's much like sitting. So I don't know. We'll have to see in the animation how this would actually be moving. Okay, so I like, and again, it's not that I don't like this mech. I like the overall shaping. It's the execution and how the overall shaping, as well as how the back looks like, that pretty much disappoints me. So unless you don't remove the flyer here, right? And you don't use this. If this were movable, that would have been good. That would have been better. Not sure how they would have done it, but that would have been a lot better or a lot more interesting if they made it swivel. Even here in the drone, it would have been nice if they could swivel this part of the propellers. So, yeah. I don't know, maybe this is more like a display piece rather than a playset for me. I'm not sure, right? Because posability, there is only a few poses that you can do with this mech. And that's it for my review of the LEGO set 80057, Nezha's Ring of Fire mech. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And please consider subscribing, as a lot of my viewers have not yet subscribed to my channel. And it would help me a lot in bringing you more content like this in the future. Thank you very much.